A civil rights organization is contesting Harvard University's legacy admissions policy, claiming that it discriminates against students of color by providing a disproportionate advantage to the primarily white children of alumni. It's part of a rising campaign to end legacy admissions, the practice of giving alumni's offspring preference for admission. On June 29, 2023, the U.S. Supreme Court effectively banned racial preference admission policies at colleges and institutions across the nation in a landmark ruling. The ruling overturns decades of precedent that had been sustained throughout the years. It eliminates the option for public and private schools and universities to consider race as one of several considerations when determining which of the qualified applicants is to be admitted. Many universities have for too long concluded, wrongly, that the touchstone of an individual's identity is not challenges bested, skills built, or lessons learned, but the color of their skin, wrote Chief Justice John Roberts. Our constitutional history does not tolerate that choice. Following the Supreme Court decision banning affirmative action in college admissions, opposition to the practice has been growing. A Boston-based non-profit organization called Lawyers for Civil Rights filed the lawsuit on 3 July 2023 on behalf of Black and Latinx communities in New England, claiming that Harvard's admissions procedure is unlawful under the Civil Rights Act. Ivan Espinoza Madrigal, the group's executive director, has been quoted saying, "Why are we rewarding children for privileges and advantages accrued by prior generations? Your family's last name and the size of your bank account are not a measure of merit and should have no bearing on the college admissions process." Without affirmative action offering a counterbalance, critics claim the practice is no longer justifiable. Activists note that the court's decision mandates that colleges disregard applicants' race, but that institutions can still favor the offspring of alumni and contributors. The lawsuit, filed with the Office for Civil Rights of the Education Department, makes use of Harvard data that surfaced during the affirmative action case. Records showed that 70% of Harvard's legacy and donor-related applications are white, and that being a child of alumni increases an applicant's chance of admission by about 6 times. It calls close attention to a number of universities, such as Johns Hopkins University and Amherst College, that have stopped using the technique due to concerns about its fairness. According to the complaint, Harvard's legacy preference has nothing to do with academic ability and denies spaces to deserving candidates of color. It requests that the practice be made unlawful and that Harvard cease using it as long as the university continues to receive government funds from the U.S. Department of Education. A spot given to a legacy or donor-related applicant is a spot that becomes unavailable to an applicant who meets the admissions criteria based purely on his or her own merit, according to the complaint. If legacy and donor preferences were removed, it adds, more students of color would be admitted to Harvard. Harvard declared that it would not respond to the allegation. As the Supreme Court recently noted, eliminating racial discrimination means eliminating all of it. There should be no way to identify who your parents are in the college application process, said Espinoza Madrigal.